Hey, this is Russell, back again with another episode, and today we're doing episode 14, I think it is. And we're still at war with the Koreans. And yeah, upgrading a pipe into a rifleman. That's the smart thing to do. A lot of these guys don't need to be upgraded. Like, a lot of their purpose right now is just so that if the enemy, like, sneaks one or two units behind the line, they can hold off for a while we wait for, like, the other units to come, like, reinforce that area. But it doesn't hurt to have a couple more higher tier units, at least, on the island. And it'll also take a little bit more force to push the Koreans out of the island, take it over. A lot of people are still at war with Spain, and Spain is going to slowly but surely lose, what would the term be? Their significance in this game. They were quite weakened by the war that we fought. They lost like a lot of units, just like running around my territory looting, because I was like shooting artillery shells and stuff like that like the whole time. It distracted them from their other wars. So yeah, they're going to be tied down in these wars for a lot of the game that remains and lose a bit more of their significance. They still are a bit of a boogeyman on the island that I'm on, but you see they've expanded to other islands, and they aren't really going to do much of that anymore. So yeah, calling a resistor in that city. Game is a little frozen. There we go. We caught Emperor Bismarck doing stuff. How mean. There we go. Finally in the advisors. And yeah, I'm just looking at the blue relations. The ones that at least I know of. And yeah. Got a guerrilla. He's gonna fortify there. Guerrilla as in, like, the soldier that, like, or the guy that, like, fights in, like, his territory and stuff like that. Not like a ape gorilla, a monkey, whatever you call it. Constantinople, fortifying a dude in Sardica. We just gotta basically dump all of our troops together, push to take this last city. The garrisons are pretty weak in these cities. It's nothing, very challenging. They've lost these cities several times to other people from people who had a lot less strength, so it should be pretty easy for us. We do have a little bit of reinforcements. They're not going to be traveling with, like, the whole main pack, it looks like. They're not able to move all the way there. Got a significant amount of artillery, and that's the strength I have, basically. Like a lot of these other AIs I've been fighting, I don't know if that's just like in general the AI doesn't prioritize artillery, but having a def stack for artillery is really useful. It really is. And those guys are looting, plundering, destroying my improvements that I'm going to have when I take over the island. How mean of them. And yeah, a lot of those tiles it looks like I'm building railroads on. I think I'm trading for the coal right now, so I don't think I'll be able to build railroads like the whole time. But yeah, we've got some more guerrillas that we can build, artillery. But there's no need actually, because, we're fighting a very small war, and I don't really have much of an intention of taking it to, like, the Korean mainland. They're pretty well fortified on there, and I'm not too sure in my ability to be able to do that. We got dudes moving. Gonna move them to Pyeongseong, and they have infantry. That's the other reason why I'm not really thinking I can take the war beyond this island. Just because, infantry is a pretty strong unit. I am a bit technologically behind at this point, and I'm thinking along the lines of, as soon as this war being over, switching to a republic. because, the unit cap, like, being raised and everything was helpful to fight this war. But after this war, there's not going to be much need to maintain, like, this huge number of troops. And also, because my population is growing, I need to, rely completely on communism to build a large army. The higher your population is when you are a, republic, or in other government types in general, including communism, actually. But the higher your, population is, the more units you can field and all of that. So yeah, we got dudes, people, units, looking at stuff. We got artillery. They're going to bombard Pyongyang. And it looks like they just have the one infantry unit. If they have another unit under it, it's not nearly as strong. Yeah, look at another one's a rifleman. I think I was thinking that they only had one unit, so I chose the guerrilla. But it ended up being fine because I somehow won that without any loss in health. I didn't choose the wrong guerrilla here. Gonna bombard with an artillery, maybe? No, I'm just kind of being a little careless now at this point. And we're installing a new governor. Pyeongchang. And we got our temple that we have to build. It's important you build temples right away on the places that are bordering cities. Culture flipping is like a thing where they want to be pressured by Wonsan. I don't know how much of a threat that is with a city as far away as Wonsan. I still think it is a bit of a problem. I don't know. I don't want to test it. So I'm building a temple to be safe. There's a destroyer. I think that's a destroyer. Yeah. And there's a frigate. Whatever you call it in this game. And they're just bombarding Toledo. Or Toledo. Toledo would be my city, and they wouldn't be bombarded if it were my city if they hadn't been able to take it. We got electronics coming up next. Looking at just producing wealth for a while, it looks like. And yeah, theory of evolution in Heidelberg. I think I was going for that, or yeah, look at that. So I have to switch to something else now. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really build there that's useful at this point, so production's going to go to waste. And yeah. So, just moving dudes around, putting them in cities. You know, the usual. And, at this point, I think I'm either going to wait for the war to be over and then switch to a republic, or I'm just going to sit on for a while until the war is over, and then go to a republic. I'm not sure which one. I do remember I switched back to a republic, after this. That I am 100% sure of. And yeah. Are they going to make peace with us? We accept. So yeah, maybe I will switch to a republic right now. Let's see what I do. Domestic advisor. Am I going to switch to a republic? No, I guess I don't. Maybe I wait for a couple turns. Anyways, yeah. So, I'm going back. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess taking stock of my situation. Yep, looks like I'm going Republic. So yeah, maybe. There you go, anarchy. But yeah, it makes sense to go Republic in this situation. Just because, Republic is pretty important. You get much more science out of it. It's much better than democracy, which, ridiculously increase like your needs for like maintaining units and everything. So yeah, Republic useful Pog. Going to be a Republic again like I've been for most of this game. It tells you I'm not planning on going to war. It's at this point I'm kind of like, well, I'm falling behind in science. I need to either rush the UN and go for like a diplomatic victory, or I need to find a way to surge ahead in science and maybe go like to space or something like that. Either way, I just have to go start playing like this big game of catch up if I'm going to do it. The reason why I'm going through all my specialists in all of these cities is because as soon as you switch to anarchy, any money that you were putting on the slider for happiness is not going to be taken into stock anymore. So yeah, I have to go through and do these specialists because I won't be making any progress on anything with like the sliders right now. So yeah, that's what I was doing there. And yeah, so I started recording the new Civ 3 series, like for when this one is over. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be ready though. By the time that the series is over, I'll either upload like the Civ 5 series after this, or a very short series, like between this Civ 3 series and the next series. Because I do have some Civ 5 series prepared. I just have no clue when I want to drop them on the channel and start recording the post commentaries for it. Just have the gameplay for that. So you might see a Civ 3 series right after this, or you might see a Civ 5 series, or you might see a short series while I put together the Civ 3 series. It's going to take a while for me to get through that Civ 3 game, just because I don't have a lot of free time. Things have really picked up at work, and my boss needs me to like come in much more often than I was doing before for a little while. Yeah, so again, this channel is a bit of a hobby, so I just upload what I got. And yeah, it's been fun to upload stuff for these. That's why I keep doing it. Got some ships going away. Those guys were the guys I'm pretty sure that landed troops to try to fight the Koreans on the island that we were on. They can no longer take the city. I took it away before they could take it. And their units are chilling there still. It'll take a while for their units to go off the island, if they will go off the island. I don't remember if they even do. Looks like I forgot to do anything with specialists in there. So I go ahead and do something about it so that they aren't cranky. Other than that, not really any civil disorder issues, because I did go through my cities and make sure there wouldn't be any issues. It's important to do that. So yeah, a bit of radiation cleaning. Pretty dirty place, you know. And the Spaniards are still being put under pressure. Good for us. Good they don't focus on us. I don't want to be focused on, especially, you know, now that I'm going to be switching to Republic. After I switch to Republic, a lot of my units are going to have to be disbanded. If they don't fit the, what is it called? My unit limit. I am going to have to sit through a little bit of starvation while I wait to get out of anarchy. Because I do need those specialists. Those cities in particular on that small island don't have a lot of ways to get everything they need. And the Spanish want to talk to us. Look at that. Bit of a bad deal for me, not gonna lie. They do have technology though. So maybe I'll trade them technology. Nope. I have no desire to strengthen them in any way, I guess. And again, it's one of those things where I want to see them fall out of like their significance, and I'm hoping maybe if it gets to a point where they're weak enough, I can be a bit opportunistic in the future of them. Again, though, I'm not going to do that at the expense of me rushing to either science victory or diplomatic victory at this point, because it is getting close to to that place where that race is going to have to happen. A lot of people want to just trade maps for like technology, and there isn't much use to do that because most of everything that I don't have discovered is just ocean. You know, maps are important in the early game because you know, you're trying to like discover like places and you want to do exploration in the early games and find new places for cities to be built. Once all the cities are built, the only benefit of like having maps of everywhere is really to just know where to invade, know where to fight, all of that. And so since we know at least where everyone is at this point, knowing the oceans is not really very useful. Looking to see what trades and I can do with these guys. See if I can get a world map out of them. And they do have a lot of technologies, so looking to do some trades. And a lot of these technologies aren't as valuable as atomic theory. That's why he's willing to trade so much. It is my technology. But at the same time, especially because like things like fascism and democracy, I'm not going to be doing. They won't give me incense. They won't give me rubber because they don't have any extra. The AI tends to not trade resources that they don't have extra of. But yeah, I get that. I did lose my supply of coal, and he doesn't want to extend it, which means I can't continue to build railroads. That is something that I prefer a bit to what is Civ 5 is that, they don't, they don't, what's the term I'm looking for? They don't require you to have coal. But I secure the coal again through a trade deal, and I got more technologies. Using that atomic theory to catch up on a lot of those other technologies that I fell behind on recently. So, looking at which way I want to build my palace is very important. If you have an ugly palace, you automatically lose the game. It's a fact. Just read it on like the wiki or whatever. True story. That city was at 12 population or 11 population. Now it's down to 9. Regrettable, but you don't want it to be revolting. You just want to make the switch as smooth as possible. And it is important to make the switch because, like I said, we're falling behind in technology. The population can be fixed over time in a bit. And I'm not too worried about it. There are a bit of, it looks like it's freezing a little bit. But it's not frozen because the sound's still working. Sometimes if you click in the game while it's like going through like other people's turns, it gets like really wonky and stuff like that. So, and also, I wasn't recording this on a very good computer. The computer that I'm using now is a bit better. Let's see if it unfreezes anytime soon. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Yeah. That could have been just me freeze and me watching it now, but in which case you guys won't see that freeze. But yeah. Come on. I believe in you, game. I wonder if that is a freeze in just what I'm watching now, or if that's something else. Hopefully it's like a freeze in the actual recording. I hope it isn't my game. My computer now. That'd be a little scary. So yeah. We're just getting little shots, I guess, of what was going on. Kind of. Sorry about the footage being like this for a little bit. At this point, you can see, like, in the corner on there, not the corner, but on the top of the screen where it shows the city that we're a republic now. So the anarchy ended. So that's probably what I'm doing right now. I'm just going through all the cities and making sure that all the specialists are, not specialists anymore, that they're getting, like, productive things like food and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the recording is a bit bad here. And yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, I have a better computer now. And, this won't be an issue on the new recording that I'm doing. I'm also being very careful not to have any missing footage. Like, I check the footage is there after I do each recording, because I was really annoyed by the missing footage before. Hoping footage for this will go back to normal. Looks like that was working a little bit. Come on. A hospital. Yeah, that allows you to grow beyond 12 population. Okay. It seems to be working again now. And a bit. It's a bit jumpy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't use this computer anymore. The one that I played this game on. So I factory reset it occasionally. My wife will use it sometimes for like something small, but overall it's older computer, old laptop that I was playing this on, and yeah, much better to be playing it on a newer device, one with more resolution and all of that. Got some buildings that we're looking at doing. Good call on my part to switch from the police station to the hospital. We didn't really need the police station there, and we do need more pop. Make sure that we're getting the science and everything else that we need as good as quickly as possible. And pop helps with that. Hospital. The reason why population helps with that is because you can see like a lot of the people are getting commerce, and then commerce translates through the slider directly into either happiness or science. So you can see that our tree has been filled out a lot more by going through and just doing some quick trades. Not a lot of those texts that we just got were useful texts. At the same time, though, because we traded atomic theory kind of on the later end, though, these people we're still going to be the first person to get to electronics. So I'm looking at getting all of those technologies. Those technologies are the ones I'm going to need to go to the next era. And you can kind of see where I'm going with it. I'm looking at getting fission, which is important for, getting the UN building. Anyways, it's going to about wrap it up for this week's recording. As you can see, we're getting close to the end of the video. And we're a republic now. And, pretty good being a republic. I think it's kind of my thing when playing this game. I like the science yield. I like the more laid-back playstyle, especially when, I have a very hectic life. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's good to be recording these again. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the rest of the series. Have a good one. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Always interested in your feedback down in the comment section. You guys have a good one. God bless.